Okay then guys, we are on the 52 route, going from Redditch to Kidderminster. So I hope you enjoy the trip as we head from Redditch to Kidderminster. So we're just on the inside section of Redditch bus station, with the shopping centre called the Kingfisher being above it. And we're going to turn left onto the Bromsgrove Road. So I hope you enjoy the journey. Now, the first part of the video was covered last year in 2022, while the remaining section was covered this year in 2023. So we got an ADL Enviro 200 ex-central buses for the first part, and then the second part will be an Optare Solo SR. So there's Redditch bus station, where we started our journey, and we're just about to proceed to Kidderminster. Now, the 52 route used to be numbered the 42, and the 42 route was originally known as the X3, and it originally started its life as the X33, and it first ran from the 3rd of September 2000 as part of a scheme to connect the three main hospitals in the Worcestershire County, and that included the Worcestershire Royal, the Kidderminster General, and the Redditch Alexandra. And after several years, the contract was taken over by a custom operator. However, the contract terminated earlier on the 4th of September 2003, and as the parent company, Lion Speed, went into administration, and that was operated by a company called Pete's Travel, which operated services also within the West Bromwich region, and they also did the 436 from Bridgnorth up to Shrewsbury. And the route was then reverted back to the operations by First Worcestershire, and that was when they operated from the former Kidderminster depot. It was then taken over by Diamond Buses, and it was numbered 42, and I'm not sure if there was a 42A, because there was also the 43. And the 42, that's now known as the 52, as we know today, while the 43 service was transferred from Kidderminster Depot to Redditch Depot, and was numbered the 52A. So now let's talk about the 43 route. Now, the 43 route, that was also combined as a 142, not the Stourbridge to Merry Hilton House Owen. This was an older 142, and of course the 143 route ran from Birmingham to Bromsgrove and to Charford, and eventually it was extended to run to Redditch and to the Alexandra Hospital. But however, in the late 1990s, the hospital section was withdrawn, and in April 2004 there was major changes to the route, with the route being rerouted in the Catskill area to replace the withdrawn 94 route. And I'm going to talk more on the 94 route later on. And a year later, on the 12th of June 2005, the 143 route was cut back to run Catskill to Bromsgrove and to Redditch only, with its frequency halved. And on the 4th of September the same year, it also saw the route further cut back to run Bromsgrove to Redditch, an increase in the frequency of the 144 made the Bromsgrove to Catskill section redundant. A custom operator and Johnson's coaches, if you remember Johnson's, also with Johnson's XL bus, which is now operated by Diamond Buses, took over several journeys throughout 2006 and 2007, the first operation on the route by an operator other than First Worcestershire in the route's history. And on the 8th of June 2008, several journeys were rerouted in the Bromsgrove area to serve the Charford estate. Diamond Bus won the contract to operate several journeys on the 1st on the 31st of August 2008, replacing the custom operator and Johnson's on the route. And on the 5th of January 2009, many journeys were once again extended back to Birmingham, though now operating via Licky End rather than Catshill, and it was in competition with Diamond buses, who shortly after dropped their fares to match those of Thirst. And in March 2013, Thirst's Redditch operation was sold to Diamond buses, who continued the operation on the route. The service was numbered the 43 route and ran from the Princess of Wales Hospital to Redditch. It was run from Kidderminster Depot, but when Redditch took over, they added it on with the 55 via Oakenshaw to make it the Princess of Wales Hospital to Redditch. But however, no bus service goes to the Princess of Wales Hospital in Bromsgrove anymore. The only alternative service to get there by public transport is not the official public transport, it's actually the DRT service in Bromsgrove, the direct responsive transport, which Diamond Bus run. It was run from Kidderminster, but it's now operated by Redditch Depot, and they use a fleet of Mercedes-Benz Sprinter minibuses. And I've seen them around, and have also been on some of the tendered work, especially making a rare appearance on the 250-251 corridor last year. And so the 94 route, which was one route I mentioned earlier, and that used to be a minibus town service operated by First Midland Red until 2004, when it was withdrawn and replaced by the rerouted 143 and 144 services, and the revised routes only covered by a small fraction of the village, which caused over 500 people to sign a petition calling for the route to be reinstated. But however, the 94 hadn't returned ever since. There is also a 92 route that no longer runs in Bromsgrove. It started its life in the 90s as a route run by Red Line in competition with Thirst on the same corridor. However, that was withdrawn when Red Line ceased operations in 1998. The number was reused in 1999 by a custom operator in Bromsgrove to operate a similar service using a different route. However, that route ceased on the 6th of Feb 2004. And that was due to the fact that the route was no longer commercially viable to continue to operate, and the council would not provide a subsidy to keep the service running, and a less frequent replacement service 91 was in place the following day. And of course there was a 64 service from Bromsgrove to Birmingham. When first rerouted the 144 route to serve the Catshill area instead of the Licky End area in 2004, Diamond buses registered the service 64 between Bromsgrove and Birmingham via the old 144 route. But however, on the 12th of April 2009, the 64 service was withdrawn and replaced by similar journeys on the 144 following the route of the First Bus 144 service through the Catshill area. So there's been a handful of old routes that were serving Bromsgrove in the past. There was the X7 from Bromsgrove to the Merry Hill Shopping Centre, and that was run by a custom operator as a one journey each direction between Bromsgrove and Merry Hill. And the service ran Tuesdays and Thursdays only, but that service is now withdrawn. And of course there's the 322 from Bromsgrove up to Fairfield, and that was run by a custom operator once a week. However, the service was withdrawn by one custom operator on Christmas Eve 2003 and was taken over just before New Year's Eve the same year by another custom operator, which was the 30th of December and the 24th being Christmas Eve. And the service had since been extended to Catshill and into work with the Service 90, which was one of the Bromsgrove local services. And of course, there was my favourite route of all time, the 202 route. And of course, there was a 204, and that was originally operated by a company called Stevenson's. And don't think you're going to confuse this with Stevenson's of Uttoxeter, because I don't think it was Stevenson's in Uttoxeter. It was then transferred to a custom operator in 1992 and ran at an hourly frequency. Briefly, in the late 1990s, the route was extended to the Merry Shopping Centre. However, it was only short-lived, within a year, and the route was curtailed to run between Halzone and Bromsgrove once again only. The route has been is now operated by Diamond Buses, but in 2020, the service got suspended due to obvious reasons, and it was renumbered and rerouted as a Service 44 going via Northfield, only for a time being, before reverting back to the original number and the route as the 202. So the 44 competed with the 144, but that didn't last very long. There's also another Redditch to Bromsgrove service, and that's the 182-183, but I'm going to talk more on that another time. So continue to enjoy the journey as we travel up to Bromsgrove. Okay then guys, we're now on the approach to Bromsgrove. But first, before we get to the town centre, we will be calling at the railway station interchange in Bromsgrove Railway Station, which is of course in Aston Fields. And then we will continue to the bus station. And that will be located within the town centre of Bromsgrove. Then after the bus station in Bromsgrove, we will then head towards Chaddesley Corbett, well, part of Chaddesley Corbett, over Mustow Green, then through Stone, and then arrive at Kidderminster bus station. And we will be going past the Kidderminster railway station that will take us into the centre of Kidderminster. Now, the 42 route used to continue beyond Kidderminster bus station towards the General Hospital, going past Brinton's Park, but sadly, in 2021, that section of the route got withdrawn completely. So, the only routes that cross that area now are the closed school services. So, there's no more regular service that goes towards the General Hospital going past Brinton's Park. But however, you do have good selections of different routes to get to Kidderminster Hospital from Kidderminster bus station, and that's the 125 from Stourbridge to Bridge North, the 292 from Kidderminster to Ludlow, 291 from Kidderminster to Tenbury Wells, and of course the number 9, and of course the number 8 service that goes from Rifle Range to Hales Park. So you do have good selections of different routes that do go along towards the Kidderminster General Hospital. And once we get to Kidderminster bus station, that will complete our journey on the 52. And we would have had more viewers on. So we've done the 147 from Halzone to Bromsgrove. So the 147's now ticked off. So that is brilliant that we've now done the 147. So the 147's now done. So what we're going to do next, we were going to plan on doing the 19 down to Maypole, but we're going to do that as a pilot video. And also the same will go with the 39A and 39s and even. And we are hoping to do the 55 at some point. And very soon we will do the 355 from Worcester to Droitwich. So, Droitwich to Worcester. So we will try and do the Worcester from Droitwich to 355. So we will do the 355 very soon. So don't worry, guys. We will get to do the 355. And we will get more and more videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. So we've done the 144 route. And that was brilliant that we've done the 144. And of course we are going to do the 145 route very soon that serves the Bromsgrove area. So the 145, that used to go from... There was a service that went via Westheath to Worcester from Birmingham Way, and but however that was withdrawn years ago, and I'm not sure if that was the same route as the 145 we know today, unless that was just an old Midland Red route. So we are going to continue with more and more videos yet to come. Okay then, guys. So we are now heading towards the bus station in Bromsgrove. So we have got more videos to be ticked off. So we're hoping to do the 19s and 21 service run by Aston's in the Droitwich area. Hopefully do the 26 from Worcester to Batnall. We've done the 27 from Worcester to Batnall. And we're not sure if we'll do the 54. I think we'll do that virtual. And we might do the 308 from Worcester to Martley, and also we might do a few other videos to be added on the channel very soon. So we have got a few Aston stuff to do at some point very soon. Hopefully we'll do the Bangor Buses 53 service from Wolverhampton to Bilston, and hopefully a full version on the 530, especially in an Optare Solo. And also we'll do a handful of other videos to come on the channel very soon. So here we go. Now heading towards the bus station in Bromsgrove. So we're heading towards the bus station in Bromsgrove. So we will do... So more is on the way. So we are doing really well. So let's keep going. Now we will try and do Yeoman's, but we might just do that as a virtual 39A from Hereford to Hay-on-Wye. So we might do the Hay-on-Wye 39A, and of course the Peter Church 39. So just continue to keep your eyes peeled when we get more videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. So we're on our way now, and we are heading towards we're now heading towards the bus station. So here we are now in Bromsgrove Town Centre. So this is Bromsgrove Town Centre. So we're now in Bromsgrove Town Centre. So that's the end of the first part of the route, and the second part will be coming up very soon. So please keep your eyes peeled for that, guys, here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. So this is Bromsgrove Town Centre right now, and let's all continue to enjoy more of my videos that'll be coming soon here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. The rest of the video, you'll probably realise that I also managed to do a POV shot on the 52 heading back to Kidderminster. So that's brilliant that I've managed to do a POV shot on the 52 heading back towards Kidderminster, so you'll be able to see what's coming up rather than filming on these side windows. So that's going to be coming up shortly, so you'll be able to see what's coming up on the next part of the 52. So I've done the 202 POV, I've done the 303 POV, and also we're now going to do the 52 POV. Okay then guys, welcome to Kidderminster. I hope you enjoyed the trip all the way from Redditch, and that now comes to the end of the 52 service, and there'll be more videos to come very soon here on Joe's Bus Trampoline Lift Adventures. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and see you all again soon. Bye for now.